Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is April, and for today's video we are making Cajun pasta with shrimp and sausage. But before we get started, I would like to briefly go over the type of content that I'll be putting out there for you guys and briefly introduce myself too. I am 28 years old. I was born and raised in LA, and I have a baby of 2 months. And I decided to create this channel so you guys can join me on my journey in recreating recipes from all over the world. I also would like to do wine tasting with you all. I've never personally tried wine like that. I've had a taste here and there, but I'm not very familiar with the different types of wines and what complements the food. So I thought it would be pretty cool to do wine tasting with you all, maybe every other video, so I'm not collecting bottles in my fridge. Um, so if you have any wines you recommend, comment down below. I would really appreciate that. Another thing that I would like to do is once a month visit a restaurant and rate it from 1 to 10. The purpose of me doing this is I would like for you guys to see the costs of going out versus the cost of making it at home. I would pick a dish from that restaurant, rate it, and then recreate that recipe here at home with you all. And hopefully you guys do enjoy that. And if you have any restaurants you would like for me to check out, comment down below. And let's get started. Okay, so before we go over the ingredients, go ahead and get this started. Put some water, let it boil. As you can see, I did already leave this on. I'm just waiting for it to start boiling so I can go ahead and put the pasta. And as for the pasta, is your preference. I actually love to use this kind, but you can use whatever you prefer. So I did this off camera. I just showed you guys a portion of it. That way I wouldn't take so much of your time. And so we can just go over the ingredients. I already have the spices all mixed in together. I'll go over how much I use and what I put in here. Remember that you're going to use half now and the other half later. And let's get started. So what I do here is I put 1 tablespoon of paprika. But because I ran out of cayenne pepper, I actually put 2 tablespoons of paprika. And then you put 1 tablespoon and a half of dried oregano, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon and a half of thyme, and 1.5 tablespoon of black pepper and cayenne pepper. But once again, I do not have cayenne pepper anymore, so I use 2 tablespoons of paprika. But if you have that at home, go ahead and do 1 tablespoon of paprika and 1.5 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, okay? I used about 4 sausages. You can use more if you want. I used 4, and like I said, I did peel off the skin, but that's optional. It's all edible. We also use shredded Parmesan cheese. This is 1.5 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. You can buy this already shredded, or if you want to shred it yourself, that's totally optional. Then we have 2 cups of the heavy whipped cream, and then 2/3 of milk. And let's go ahead and get started. So let's start by putting a little bit of oil and sauteing the garlic. I already added the oil. As you can see, not much of it, just because you don't need so much oil. So once they start getting a little bit of color, as you can see, they're a little golden. Once you get the smell of it, that's also a cue to dump in the sausages. So you're gonna go ahead and throw in the sausages. And just let them cook. What I like to do as this is cooking, I like to clean up my kitchen, so I start washing whatever I use. That way I don't have so much to pick up after once I'm fully done cooking. So once that they're fully cooked, you're going to go ahead and put it on low heat. So just do half. And get the shrimp. reason why I say low heat or medium heat is because you don't want the shrimps to overcook. They are almost done. I don't want the shrimps to get too overcooked. So I'm going to remove them off the stove already. Remember, you're going to use this pan to make the Cajun sauce for the pasta. And then once you make the sauce, you're going to put everything in together, and you'll see this in just a minute. Okay, so then what you'll do next is put your heavy whipped cream. The milk. Make sure, I actually like to put little by little when it comes to the milk, but that's totally optional. I just like to see the consistency, which is why I put little portions by little portions. And then the cheese. The rest of your spices. And some parsley. I like to put half of parsley now, and then half once everything mixed in, so then it could have a nice top finish, and you'll see how that looks. And then you go ahead and just mix. Have this on low heat as well, low or medium heat. And once it gets into a good consistency, you're gonna add in the pasta. Like a thick consistency, okay? Optional, if you want it with a more of a watery texture consistency, you can add in more milk. So for mine, I did not put the rest of the milk. I actually like the consistency. I don't want it too watery, and I don't want it too dry. So to me, this was just perfect. It's already bubbling, so it's good to go. And we're gonna go ahead and add everything else. Look at this. This is coming out so beautiful. So once you mix this in really well, go ahead and add in the sausage and shrimp. So you want to make sure that you mix it well, that it's all mixed in. Add the rest of the parsley for a top finish. And there you guys have it. For the fun part, we're going to go ahead and taste the wine. I am going to give you guys a review on it, read a little bit about it, and tell you guys where I bought it from. I bought it at Aldi's for like 10-15 bucks. I looked for the bottle online. This is what I found. It says style fruity and juicy and smooth. Now the aroma is fresh lime, hints of mango, and Italian wedding cookies. As for the flavor, it says fresh lime, hints of mango, and Italian wedding cookies as well. Sweetness, dryish, and you can enjoy now with food and on its own. So let's go ahead and give it a taste, and I'll give you guys the rating. Guys, I was struggling. So, I had to edit this out because it took me forever to get this out. And you'll hear my partner in the background telling me how to do it too.
Yeah, all the way down.
Ta-da! Okay, let's give it a try. I actually like ice cold drinks, so I'm not sure about drinking this wine hot. But for the purpose of this video, let's go ahead and do it. Wait, can you guys see? Okay, I gotta go on tiptoes. I'm a little short. So and try a piece of shrimp too. Now let's try the wine. It's actually pretty good. I like it. I just think it needs to be cold. So if you guys would like to see more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week.